Hi, thank you for joining our free listings live stream series. My name is Mariah and I am a merchant success lead here at Google. And our goal for this live stream series is to help you grow your business with free listings. We have designed this content to deep dive into some of the top challenges and the top questions that you've asked during registration. And the series is broken out into 4 key topics. Session 1, learning the basics of free listings. Session 2, getting started. Session 3, going live and troubleshooting, and then session 4 is performance optimization. And all of the content will be available on demand, so you can come back at any time to watch it again, or you can share it with your colleagues. And by the end of this live stream, our hope is that you'll be able to be armored with the information that you need to grow your business with free listings. If you have any questions for us throughout the live stream, please feel free to ask them in the chat. We have a team of Googlers who will be there answering your questions. If we're unable to answer all of the questions during the live stream, we will get back to you because your voice is very important to us. Speaking of which, please take the time to fill out a survey that you'll also see regarding the event. And this just helps us understand how to continue to grow our products and be able to grow our education channels. Share with us any challenges that you're facing, if you'd like to join one of our listening sessions so that we can be able to learn more about them. And also, if you find this live stream valuable, let us know your thoughts and also what additional content that you'd like to see. And lastly, we will have a downloadable playbook that will have information very similar to the content that you'll see here today. And that will just help you out as a resource for your education, for your free listings journey. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to session 1 of our free listings live stream series, where we will be learning the basics of free listings. In this session, we will cover what is free listings, how it complements and compares to other shopping programs, the different ways a customer can purchase, and where and how your free listings may appear. So let's begin. Every day, hundreds of millions of people come to Google for their shopping needs. Free listings helps you reach these shoppers when they're searching for products like yours at no cost to you. It's an easy way to set your products apart, promote unique features, and reach new shoppers. Free listings appears across many different Google services, but we find that people are most familiar with free listings on the shopping tab. Found at the top of Google search is a shopping tab dedicated to helping shoppers search and filter for products that they're looking for. Free listings appears on the shopping tab below shopping ads. Items listed under About This page are free listings. We'll introduce you to additional ways that free listings can appear, but keep in mind that free listings vary based on data requirements, and listings that appear on the shopping tab require rich product data and policy compliance. If you haven't been able to find yourself on the shopping tab, it may be because you might not have fulfilled all of the requirements to appear in what we call enhanced listings. We'll share more about this in the troubleshooting sessions of the next series. Free listings complements and adds value to your other Google shopping programs. While they all function a little differently, they all work towards the same goal of helping people find products like yours. If you want to add your products to Google for free, start with free listings. If you want to boost your visibility to expand your reach and show in more prominent placements, you might want to explore shopping ads. And if you want to offer your customers an instant checkout experience backed by Google Guarantee, you can do that with Buy on Google, in which you pay 0 commission to Google. So the question is not which one is better. In fact, these programs work better together and provide unique opportunities to increase the possibility of a sale. Since we introduced free listings on the Google Shopping tab, or on Google Shopping, we've seen on average over 50% increase in clicks and over 100% increase in impressions across free listings and ads on the shopping tab when used together. And it's exciting to see that small to medium-sized businesses have seen the largest share of increases. For free listings specifically, there are 3 ways that users can purchase based on the setup that you choose. Users have the option of checking out on your website, visiting your local store, or buying directly on Google. You can see all of these illustrated in the example at the right. When someone completes a search on the shopping tab, they will see free listings appear below the About This page. Google will match their search with the most relevant products available to them and gives users the option to compare prices from other stores. When they do click on the compare prices from other stores, they will also be able to see this page where they can filter at the top. They can filter by products nearby, products that are on Buy on Google, products that have free delivery, refurbished products, etc. And the layout of this page you'll see will vary based on the search the relevant search criteria, including product data, specific search, the browsing device you're using, and even things like location settings. Behind the scenes, Google automatically syncs information about your products from your product feed, which is the list of products that you want to promote and their product attributes. Your products are then matched with the most relevant search queries so that you get in front of the right shoppers at the right time. You build your product feed in Merchant Center, adding product identifiers and attributes. And Google also offers many integration options for automatically syncing your product feed through your e-commerce platforms. So related to the Better Together performance that I mentioned earlier, Woodland Direct is one of the businesses that has seen a boost of discoverability with free listings. They are experts in fire pits, and since the start of COVID, they saw a growth in demand. They were actually existing ads customers, and after opting in their entire inventory into free listings in April of 2020, they were able to drive 7% more organic clicks without increasing their budget at all. And we love hearing stories like this. So if you're listening to this live stream and you have a similar success story, please tell us about it in the feedback survey because we would love to hear from you. Now for free listings, your products can appear across Google surfaces as either enhanced listings or standard listings, depending on the product data that you provide. For enhanced listings, products that are eligible for enhanced listings will appear in content-rich formats such as the shopping tab and various surfaces. These types of listings appear with rich product and business detail, which may help boost traffic and drive sales. And in order to provide this rich detail to users, enhanced listings require additional product data and compliance with both policies for free listings and shopping ads. Eligibility is also based on the account status and the quality of the data provided. Now for standard listings are free organic shopping formats that also show your products on various surfaces across Google, such as search and images. However, the difference is that standard listings only require a set of basic product attributes, such as ID, title, link, image link, and price. And it's for this reason the standard listings are not included on the shopping tab. The best practice and the theme that you're going to hear throughout this live stream is going to be to provide as much rich product data as possible that is available for your products and adhere to all policies in order to get the most out of your free listing experience. By participating in free listings, your product offers may be eligible to show across different Google surfaces like the Google Shopping tab, Google Search, Google Images, Google Maps, and Google Lens. Let's take a deeper look at what this actually looks like. So by now you've been introduced to free listings on the shopping tab, which require enhanced listing eligibility in order to appear here. And as a reminder, these listings appear under the About This page on that shopping tab and are available on both mobile and desktop in all countries. All countries where the shopping tab is live, I should mention that. And here's a great example of a different layout that they might appear in, and also the various checkout options that users may see. So you see there at the top, under local, or for that local option, it actually displays the location of the nearest store, how many miles away it is, what their time and hours are. And it also gives the option to visit the site as well. So again, different checkout options. They can go to your local store, visit you online on your website, or through buy on Google. All right, so let's go ahead and start talking about the listings that appear on Google search. There's a couple of them that can appear on Google search, but rich snippets is one of the more common formats that you might see. Rich snippets are standard listings that include a few lines of text that may supplement a search result with product information. And this provides users with just more useful information for that particular product. It can show things like your reviews, price, and availability. And as I mentioned earlier, information like ratings and availability may only appear if that data has been provided. So how is this data provided? This information is actually sourced from either your website via structured data markup or via your feed in Merchant Center. This format is also available globally on desktop and on mobile. All right, the shopping knowledge panel. It's another format that can appear on Google search, and this is a search unit on google.com that organizes information for a specific product along with other offers from various businesses. If your product data includes the product being searched, your listing will be eligible to appear in this experience. And in formats such as this, it's especially important to provide strong product identifiers, which we'll discuss later. These are things like GTIN, NPN, and brand. And this is so that offers can be merged correctly. Free listings on Google search with popular products. So another format that's especially common for apparel and accessories is this product list carousel. And the carousel shows products that match the category and attributes that are most relevant to that given search query. On tap, the user is taken to a product viewer that contains more details about the product and an organically ranked list of other businesses that sell that product. As of right now, this is only available in the US on mobile as a standard listing, but we're always looking for ways that we can expand these features more broadly. Now, when users look for products and brands on Google Images, they may see images labeled with the product annotation. And this signifies that the product in the image can be purchased. Product attributes such as price, availability, ratings, and brand can show directly on the image results, as you see here. This feature is available globally on desktop and mobile as a standard and enhanced listing. Free listings on Google Lens is another great feature. And for these, users can tap on the lens icon within an image to see a list of similar or related products. These results can contain product annotations and rich snippet information, such as product availability, that you'll see here. And these are also currently only available in the US at this time. And finally, we have local listings. Free local listings showcase products and store information to nearby shoppers searching within the Google Shopping tab. And in the example on the right, local store card may appear after a user selects a nearby filter, regardless of what their query is. It may also appear without the nearby filter if the query shows local intent, for example, stroller near me. Showing in local listings requires additional product data and program opt-ins, but this is truly a fantastic option if you have a local storefront and if you want to expand your reach to show up for local users. You can learn more about the specific setup and requirements in our Help Center. And now we're going to go on to session 2, Grow Your Business with Free Listings, Getting Started. Welcome to session 2 of our Free Listings live stream series. In this session, we will have a couple of our Merchant Center PMs joining us to discuss the onboarding and getting started process for free listings. And in this session, we will cover an overview of the free listing setup process within Merchant Center, how to verify and claim your website, how to add products and set up a feed, a review of product data requirements for free listings, and a special deep dive into GTINs and other unique product identifiers that we get lots of questions on. Stefano is going to kick us off.
Hi, my name is Stefano, and I'm a product manager for Google Merchant Center. Over the following slides, I'll be sharing the process for how to get started on free listings. Let's begin. All businesses are eligible to use free listings, whether or not you run paid ads with Google. Here's what you need to get started. First, you need a Merchant Center account. Merchant Center lets you manage how your in-store and online products inventory appears on Google. Within Merchant Center, you can manage feeds, view data, and explore different ways to show your products on Google. If you are creating a new account, follow the setup flow to show your products on Google for free. If you have an existing Merchant Center account, you can continue the free product listing setup via Manage Programs under the Growth tab. In the European Economic Area and Switzerland, you participate in free listing through a comparison shopping service, or CSS. Some CSSs manage your product data and your campaigns on your behalf, while others provide tools allowing you to manage your setup yourself. In countries where the comparison shopping services, CSSs, program is available, you can promote your products with shopping ads through one or several CSSs of your choice. However, you can select only one CSS to use for the free listings. You can change the CSS selected for free listing at any time via the CSS dashboard in Merchant Center. Keep in mind that the comparison shopping services activity dashboard is only available in the Merchant Center account where the merchant has claimed and verified their website. Let's continue to walk through the process of setting up free listing in Merchant Center. Step 1. Verify and claim your website address so it can be linked to your listings. All products will be rejected if a URL is not verified. We have some follow-up slides to thoroughly discuss this process. Step 2. Add your products to Merchant Center. There are many methods to add your products, which we'll also cover in the following section. If you already have an existing product feed, you can add free listings as a destination to this feed. In order for your products to show as an enhanced listing with rich product details, such as those shown on a shopping tab, you'll want to provide all minimum and additional data attributes for each of your products. Next, you'll want to set up your shipping services in Merchant Center or in your feed. Ensure that your shipping setup accurately reflects your best shipping price and speed capabilities. If you sell in the United States, you need to set up tax information for each state where you deliver. This can be set up in either Merchant Center or in your feed. And finally, review and understand all policies for free listings to avoid any account issues. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the setup requirements. Beginning with verifying and claiming your store website, which are two essential steps in setting up your Merchant Center account. The setup flow will guide you through the process of adding your website URL, starting with HTTP or HTTPS. Then you will need to choose which method you prefer to verify your website. You can either add an HTML tag or upload an HTML file to your website, verify with Google Tag Manager, or verify with Google Analytics. We find that option 1 is the method that works best for most merchants, including if you use a third-party platform such as Shopify. When you verify your website address, a user in your account proves that they have authorized ownership of the website. After you have verified your website using one of the three methods, you will then need to log back into Merchant Center and click on the button to claim your website. Please keep in mind that only the user who verifies the website can later claim it. If you create a feed prior to claiming your website, you need to refetch it. If you use content APIs, you need to re-upload your feed. In order for your products to be approved, your website needs to remain verified and claimed. If you have lost your website claim, use this troubleshooting guide to learn why this might have happened and what you can do to fix it. Common issues are if the HTML tag has been removed from your site, or if another verified owner claims the same website, or a URL at a higher level. Now, let's discuss best practices for adding products into Merchant Center. First off, remember that if you're already using shopping ads, you can use your existing product feed for free listings simply by adding it as a destination. However, if you're new to Merchant Center, you'll need to create a product feed by choosing the best method that works for you. The top methods to create a feed are those you see here. If you currently partner with Shopify to manage your inventory, we recommend using the Google Channel app to complete the Shopify integration. Another automatic solution is to use automated feeds to add products from your website using structured data markup. With this method, Google can crawl your website to generate feeds for you. You can further enrich the data with a supplemental feed or via structured markup. If neither of those options apply to you, you can submit a feed via scheduled fetch. This is where you host a file on your website that contains data and schedule a regular time for Google to fetch updates. The fourth method you see here enables you to add products individually within your Merchant Center account. While it might take some time to add product listing one at a time, this is a great method for businesses with small inventories. No matter the size of your inventory, you can choose from various solutions available to help get your products into Merchant Center. While you recognize the 4 methods from the previous slide, you'll also notice some additional approaches for connecting your data to Merchant Center. Choose the one that works best for you. Once you've decided on your feed setup, the next step is submit your data. To be eligible to use free listings, you need to meet the minimum data criteria mentioned previously. Once your products are submitted for the first time, it can take up to 3 business days for your items to be reviewed. To prevent delays, make sure your submitted information complies with our policies. Separate feed and ads and free listing may cause your products to lose eligibility for shopping ads.
Hi, my name is Frank. I'm a product manager at Google Merchant Center. I want to talk to you a little bit about feed requirements for free listings. Let's start by asking ourselves the question, what is the importance of product attributes? Well, it actually helps us at Google to better understand your products. We then can better match your products to your consumers. And they in turn will have a richer user experience, and that effectively helps them to make more informed buying decisions of your products. Let's look at the example here. Let's assume you are selling t-shirts and you give us the size, color, and title of this t-shirt. So the consumer can actually use those as filter criteria to narrow down the search and find the product they're looking for. And that in turn will help you get better results for your business. Let's look at the basic data requirements. We need an ID from you for each product, a title, a price for which you want to sell the product, a link to your website, and an image of the product. A description to get more details about the product, and we want to know if you have it in stock or not. Let's look at the product identifier because it's very important for us to actually give a better experience for our users. So there are 2 ways you can actually provide us a unique product identifier, but we very much prefer the first one, which is providing all products with a GTIN. Alternatively, you can also give us a manufacturer part number in combination with the brand name. And to ensure that you are approved for enhanced listings, you need to include GTINs on all products. And if you do that, enhanced listings means you actually get your products onto the shopping tab. We'll talk about product identifiers more in a later session, and also how you can actually look at your products and the disapproved products that are not enhanced later on in the diagnostics section. Let's look at the attribute requirements for different product categories. Depending on the category, additional attributes are helpful to further characterize a product. Let's look at apparel. Color and size are important attributes here, as well as age group and gender for which you have designed the product for. Also be good to know if this is a new product or a refurbished product. If you have different variants, and variants are basically identical products that only differ by things like size and color, you can use the item group ID to cluster them. Also want to know if you sell this product on its own or as part of a multi-pack or a bundle. And last word on shipping and tax. So shipping conditions like cost, delivery time, and return policy you set up generally in Merchant Center. But you can use the shipping attribute if you want to override a setting for a particular product that might have different conditions that you want to specify. And the same for the text attribute here that you can use to override the text settings that you set up in Merchant Center already.
Understanding unique product identifiers, such as GTIN, brand, and NPN. A GTIN is a unique identifier for commercial products that's usually associated with the barcode printed on the retail merchandise. It makes your listings richer and helps us connect users to your products on Google channels. The GTIN attribute is required for all products with a GTIN assigned by the manufacturer. And our system is able to detect if a GTIN hasn't been provided for a product where one should exist. And in this case, if it's not provided, your products will be disapproved. Make sure that you use the correct GTIN for each product, including its variants, like different colors or sizes. Each has its own GTIN, so make sure that you submit the correct value. And also avoid adding incorrect GTINs to prevent feed errors. To find the GTIN of your products, you can refer to the barcode on the product, your product's packaging, or book cover. You can also download the barcode scanner app from your app store, and with the app, you can scan a barcode to get the GTIN and the GTIN type. Take a look at the example barcodes here to get a sense of how the GTIN can be displayed on your product. If you can't find the GTIN, you can always contact the product's manufacturer to ask for it. You can also search for it by company name in GS1, the official provider of GTINs and EANs, UPC barcodes globally. Note that if you are using a third party to find GTINs, be sure to verify its legitimacy. Now, some products might not have a GTIN assigned, and for these products, we recommend submitting brand and NPN. Examples of products that might not have an assigned GTIN include custom-made products, vintage or antiques, replacement parts, etc. However, if your product does have a GTIN assigned and you don't submit it, the product can be disapproved or the performance may be limited. Now, what happens if my product doesn't have any product identifiers? In this case, you can leave the GTIN and NPN blank and set the identifier exist attribute to no or false to indicate that the unique product identifiers like GTIN, NPN, and brand are not available for your product. However, only use this attribute if you are absolutely sure that your product doesn't have any unique product identifiers. Because if the identifier exist attribute is incorrectly set, your products will not be approved. The importance of providing rich product identifiers is to help us show your products across the web. So products submitted without any unique product identifiers may not be eligible for all shopping programs or features as they can't confidently classify it correctly. To summarize unique product identifiers, this is the only chart you need to remember. If your product has a GTIN assigned by the manufacturer, you must provide the correct GTIN and provide brand and NPN when available. If your product doesn't have a GTIN assigned by a manufacturer, you must provide the brand and NPN and make sure that it's consistently used across all channels. Now, what happens if it's my own product and I don't have my own GTIN or NPN? In this case, we recommend that you provide your merchant name as the brand attribute and add your product ID for the NPN attribute. Keep in mind that the ID is often the product SKU wherever it's possible. As mentioned before, you want to provide the same identifiers you use across all channels. For example, Shopify, eBay, and Walmart.
Hi, welcome to session 3 of our free listings live stream series. If you've been following along the series, we just covered the basics of free listings and how to get started. And in this session, we will be addressing some of the top questions we have around going live, troubleshooting, and enhanced eligibility. We will also have a few more guests joining us for this session. Lucas, in fact, is going to kick us off with troubleshooting tips and tools in Merchant Center. Let's dive in.
Hi, I'm Lucas. I'm a product manager for Google Merchant Center, and I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot using the Diagnostics page in Merchant Center. The Diagnostics page gives you insights into the health of your product data, so it's easier for you to identify and resolve any issues. It also provides you help to troubleshoot potential issues that you with your account setup or with policy violations that may affect all your product data. To access the diagnostics page, sign in into Merchant Center. Then use the left-hand navigational panel and click on Products. You will then land on the first out of 3 to 4 tabs. This will be item issues, and it will show all the issues with your product data. The other tab that I would like to highlight is account issues. In this tab, you will find problems with your account setup or policy violations. If you happen to have any of those problems, you will see the number of these issues in the brackets next to the tab title. Let's dive deeper into the diagnostics page. The diagnostics page is composed of 3 blocks. On top, we'll show you the status of your products. There's 4 status values here. Green means that your products are being shown to shoppers. Yellow means that your products are also being shown to shoppers, but are at risk of expiring. This means you should update your feed, your product data, soon to prevent this. Blue means that your products are currently not being shown to shoppers because they're still pending review by Google. And red means that for these products, there are issues with your product data, and we can currently not show them to shoppers. The second block in the middle will be a stacked graph with the historic overview over your feed health. This is useful to find the root cause of any past traffic problems, and also to investigate when an issue appeared first or when it was resolved. At the bottom, the third block is the list of all the issues that are affecting your products. There's a filter in blue just on top of the list, which allows you to filter this list to a specific context. And there's also the possibility to download the list and to sort it via affected items, which affected products, which is the default, or via affected other impact metrics like affected past clicks. Note that you can actually see past issue lists by just clicking on any date in the stacked bar graph. And you will then see the list at the bottom update immediately. In the issue list, there's 2 types of issues. On one hand, there are errors, which are shown with red icons next to the issue name. An error means that this issue will prevent your product from showing to shoppers. There's also warnings, which have a yellow icon next to the issue title. A warning means that this product may not be served as frequently, and you should update the product data, or that it is at risk of becoming an error in the future. A particular feature that is also very helpful to troubleshoot product issues is the product detail page. The product detail page will show you, for any specific product, all the product attributes and also all the issues affecting that product. It will also highlight issues that are affecting a specific attribute right next to the attribute value. There's a particularly useful feature which for certain issues, which is additional information that is provided for that issue. And in the example here with price mismatches, we provide, for instance, the point in time where the mismatch was detected and the discrepancy between the value in the data you submitted and the value on your website. You can access this additional information by just hovering over the red error icon in the product detail page. To get to the product detail page, there's two ways. One is via Diagnostics by clicking on View Examples and then any of the products in the example list, or by using the left-hand navigation and clicking on all products and then also selecting any appropriate product from that list. Now, as I've mentioned before, there's different ways to download a report of and see affected items from the Diagnostics page. The first one is downloading the full list of all your affected products from the icon marked number 1, the icon on the top of the list of issues. This will give you a CSV file with all the products and the issues affecting them. You can also narrow it down and just download the list of all the products affected by a specific issue. This can be accessed via the icons marked with number 2 that are shown to the right-hand side of an issue. And lastly, you can access 50 affected products directly in Merchant Center by just clicking on View Examples from the Diagnostics page, which is marked as number 3. If in case you have difficulty resolving an individual item issue, we provide detailed how to fix instructions. These instructions can be accessed also via the Diagnostics page. To this end, go to the issue list and hover over the question mark icon next to the issue title, and then click on the Learn More link. This will take you to the specific Help Center article with the detailed instructions, and an example is shown here on the right.
Troubleshooting eligibility for enhanced free listings. To be eligible for enhanced listings, which show your products in content-rich listings such as the shopping tab, you'll want to ensure that you have fulfilled all requirements, including a verified and claimed website, a feed, all the required product data that we discussed in the last session, shipping setup in Merchant Center, in the Merchant Center or in your feed, tax setup in Merchant Center or your feed, and compliance with all policies for free listings, shopping ads, and website policies. Keep in mind that eligibility is also based on your account status and the quality of the data provided. You can influence your eligibility by providing Google with high-quality information that ensures customers will have a positive experience. For example, you can link your Merchant Center account with a third party, such as Shopify or PayPal, or if your platform isn't supported, you can also opt in to Google customer reviews. Okay, so at this point, you might be asking questions like, why are my products ineligible for free listings? Or how do I turn partially active items into active items? It's easier than you think to address common issues once you familiarize yourself with the Diagnostics tool and its terminology. To troubleshoot enhanced ineligibility, it's important to first understand whether the issue is at the account level or the item level. First, start with account issues. Visit the Account Issues tab in Diagnostics to see if you've received a warning indicating that your account is ineligible for enhanced listings. If so, this warning applies to the entire account and all associated products, so make sure you start there. If this is not the case, or if you fix all account issues, you'll then want to address the item issues. So if specific products are ineligible for free listings, these can be addressed on a product-by-product basis. For this, you'll want to review the Item Issues tab in Diagnostics to identify issues and affected items sorted by severity. The most common account issue we see affecting enhanced eligibility is related to site policies. And sometimes you can see these categorized as misrepresentation. Beyond the feed itself, ensuring shoppers have a safe and seamless user experience is our top commitment. So in order to participate in free listings or shopping ads, every advertiser should meet all website and policy conditions, in addition to the data requirements. Essentially, you just want to make sure that shoppers can easily discover critical seller information from your website to create that quality user experience. If you've received a warning indicating that your account is ineligible for free enhanced listings on Google, then please note that this applies to the entire account and all associated products. Common issues we see are missing return and refund policy, insufficient contact information, insufficient payment information, incomplete checkout process, checkout unsecure, and destination URL down. We will discuss each of these in detail in the coming slides. Also, meeting these key policies is vital to prevent your Merchant Center account from being suspended. In this case, your ads and free listings may not run again until you've resolved all issues. If your account is suspended, start with resolving all site policy issues first. Do not try creating a new Merchant Center account, as this will only create additional issues. If you've already ensured compliance with these guidelines, another reason that your account may be ineligible is because we don't have sufficient signals to enroll your account. And this may change over time, but in the meantime, your products will remain eligible for free standard listings. However, in this case, you can influence your eligibility by providing Google with high-quality information that ensures shoppers will have a positive customer experience. And there's a range of ways that you can do this. For example, you can link your account with a third-party platform. For example, PayPal or Shopify. And both of these parties offer trust signals to help us understand your business better. Or you can also participate in Google customer reviews to highlight shoppers to the quality of your store. This program is a free service that enables Google to collect valuable feedback from customers who've made a purchase on your site. To troubleshoot item issues for free listings, you'll want to start by locating the issue information. And as Lucas mentioned, Diagnostics is going to be the best place to start. By default, the Diagnostics page displays shopping ads data. So we'll first want to set the destination filter to free listings. When you do this, you might notice a new terminology on the page indicating active and partially active items. Active items are fully approved products that are eligible to appear in both standard and enhanced free listings. Partially active items are fully approved products that are currently only eligible to appear in standard free listings. I personally find it more helpful to further filter the type of listings to enhanced listings in order to understand item issues preventing enhanced eligibility. You'll want to follow these steps to generate granular information on current product issues that are sorted by severity. First, you'll click the Item Issues tab. Then you'll set the destination filter to free listings. Next, you'll set the type of listings filter to enhanced listings. And this will allow you to view examples of the affected items. Once you see these items and issues, you can learn more about the issues by hovering over the question mark icon for more detailed support. Some of the most common item level issues we see affecting enhanced eligibility are as follows. GTIN. This is the #1 item level reason that a product is not eligible for enhanced listings. And this issue is often due to the lack of inclusion and consistent use of unique product identifiers such as GTIN, brand, and NPN. So follow that best practice data we mentioned before to improve your product data. Images. Common blockers include image overlays, non-white backgrounds, or images being too small. Make sure that you provide a high-quality image with no overlay, no promotional text, with a white background that can provide a great example of what your product is. Price mismatch. A product's price in your product data, this is when your product's price does not match the price on your landing page. The same is true for availability mismatch. So you'll want to ensure that both price and availability are the same in your product data as it is on your landing page. For this, you can also consider turning on automatic item updates that can help you automatically update your products. Missing shipping value. This is an indicator that you may not have shipping set up, or in this case, you do not have shipping set up for those particular products. So go into Merchant Center and set up your shipping settings, or you can also indicate this within the feed. And then missing required product attributes. This is the case for enhanced listings. You'll need to provide all required attributes that we mentioned before.
Hi everyone, I'm Erica and I'm a product operations manager here at Google. As Mariah mentioned, Google is committed to creating a positive and safe user experience while showing accurate results. The most common account issues we see affecting enhanced eligibility are related to site policies. Let's walk through each of these policies in detail to ensure that your site meets all website and policy conditions. First, we have the return and refund policy. To ensure a transparent shopping experience for your customers, you must clearly state how returns and refunds are handled on your website. This includes all requirements and timelines. If you do not allow returns or refunds, that's okay, but this must be clearly stated in this policy to your user. Make sure shoppers can easily find the return and refund policy on your website before checkout. We strongly recommend including this in the footer so that it's readily available. These are some of the return and refund details we encourage you to include. Terms of return, conditions of returned items, reason for return, the process for return, terms of refund, and the contact method. Include at least 2, email address or phone number. Next, let's discuss the insufficient contact and payment information policies. For insufficient contact, you must provide clear contact information on your site so shoppers can find help in case they experience issues. Make sure that you can easily find both the contact details and terms and conditions on your website before checkout. Include at least 2 of the 3 required pieces of information: email address, phone number, or physical address. This does not include the Contact Us form. We recommend adding this in the footer of your website as seen here, or available on a specific Contact Us page linked within the footer. For the insufficient payment policy, in order to provide necessary information for the shopper, you must state the methods of payment accepted and the full expense that a user will bear before and after purchase. Make sure that before checkout, your site clearly lists all payment methods accepted and the user's full expense before and after purchase. Also, ensure that at least one conventional payment method is available. For example, a credit card, debit card, invoice, or payment on delivery. For this, a best practice is to display all acceptable payment methods off of the main page, as seen here, or you can create a separate page that lists all accepted payment methods that's accessible from the main page. The incomplete checkout process policy is to provide a relevant shopping experience. It must be possible for all users to complete a purchase of a physical product and get the product shipped to a physical address. Generally, merchants aren't allowed to require personal information, such as passport, to purchase, although restrictions may vary based on country. We encourage you to test your checkout process until payment to confirm that users are able to complete a purchase of a physical product and get that product shipped to a physical address. Potential checkout issues include using an unsupported business model, not having a buy button, the product changing after the product is added to the cart or after shipping information is provided, missing purchase confirmation after completing the checkout process with an estimated data delivery, missing a functioning online payment method, or experiencing technical issues with online payment method. For the checkout unsecure policy, it's important to protect personal information for our users, so you must provide secure web pages when users are requested to provide any financial or personal user data. In practice, this means that any login page or any part of the checkout process must be secured with an SSL certificate. With SSL, your URL begins with https:// to indicate that data passed between server and browser remains private. Check that your web pages are secure by testing your checkout flow. For most merchants, at the start of the URL bar, click the information icon. For Google developers, Google Chrome has started making non-secure pages containing password and credit card input fields as non-secure in the URL bar. Next, let's look at the destination URL down policy. In order to provide a relevant shopping experience, all landing pages corresponding to products submitted to shopping ads and free listings must be accessible to anyone shopping in any location. Use GeoPeeker to check that a random sample of product landing pages can be seen everywhere. Your landing page should not lead to a website under construction or an error page, for example, a 405 error. If your landing page is not working, pause your item until your site is fully functioning, or link your item to a different part of your site that is functioning. In general, make sure all pages are working correctly. Use a true landing page, not a file or an email. Avoid design elements that may not properly work for mobile, such as Flash, and ensure all tabs correctly redirect to your domain. To resolve an account issue, follow these 3 steps. Step 1, first, identify the issue in the Diagnostics tab. Hover over the question mark next to the issue, then follow the Learn More links to a detailed How to Fix article to resolve the issue. In that question mark, you may also find additional details regarding the deadline for resolving. Step 2. After fixing an issue at hand, you can request for a re-review of the account by requesting a review directly in your Merchant Center account under Account Issues on the Products and then Diagnostics tab. Before you request a review, make sure you've resolved all account issues for your country. If there are unresolved issues, you won't be able to request another review for at least 7 days. Step 3. Reach out to support. If you're still having issues in Merchant Center, you can contact our support team via phone, email, or chat in the Merchant Center Help Center, or you can contact support directly through your Merchant Center account. Beyond site policies, ensure that your business complies with all additional policies for free listing and shopping ads. Include only supported products in your product data. Unsupported content may include vehicles, services, and recurring billing. Maintain a positive and informative experience for consumers. Avoid content or behavior that violates these policies, such as spam, malware, and phishing, recalled products, and policies that violate your local laws. Shopping ads have additional policies for advertising on the Google network. The requirements cover 4 broad areas: prohibited content, such as content you're not allowed to promote; prohibited practices, which are things you cannot do; restricted content, which is content with limitations; and editorial and technical issues, quality standards for your site. Take the time to read through these resources to ensure you're fully compliant.
Hi, thank you for joining us for session 4 of our live stream series. This is our last and final session on performance optimization. And if you've been following along in the previous sessions, this content will actually be addressing what you do next after you've onboarded and troubleshooted and resolved any type of issues that you have in your account. But first, let's briefly align on why it's so important to optimize.
So why is it so important to optimize? Google is based on relevancy and providing a high-quality experience for its users. So when we're talking about optimizing, we're talking about making the experience better for users. Optimizing listing performance. After you have troubleshooted all account issues, the following are additional ways to improve your performance. view your current free listings performance, provide high-quality feed and attribute data about your products, and then use the growth tools in Merchant Center to identify additional opportunities. Matteo will first show us how to measure your performance for free listings.
Hi, I'm Matteo, Product Manager for Merchant Reporting. Let's discuss how to measure your performance. Once you log in into Merchant Center, you can go to the Performance tab to get a snapshot of your performance across all the shopping programs. You will find a set of dashboards conveniently organized by program, and for each a high-level overview of the most important metrics. For example, traffic from free listings is collected under the Free Listings tab, and the most important metrics, such as impressions, clicks, click-through rate, will be immediately displayed. There are multiple options available to enable deeper explorations of your data. For example, you can change the date range from the default 7 days to any interval, or enable date comparison, such as month over month or week over week. You can also segment the data by product to find out what are your best performing products. But you could also segment by category and by brand. Lastly, you can schedule the delivery of any dashboard or report by email at the interval that best aligns with your business needs. So we've covered high-level performance stats throughout some of our predefined dashboards. However, we also offer you the option to create customized reports and dashboards. Let's say, for example, that you want to view your performance across all programs, free and paid. With the custom report editor, you can conveniently drag and drop all the performance metrics and dimensions that you need to answer your key questions. Then you can pick and choose from a variety of visualization and find the best one that illustrates your data. You can then organize all of your reports into one or multiple dashboards, and that will give you an additional layer of aggregation across all your data. So we've covered the tooling in Merchant Center to access your performance data, but what about tracking performance metrics such as clicks? Well, you can use other web analytic tools such as Google Analytics. It's actually pretty simple. You just have to set up tracking on your website or application. There are a couple of options here. You could use Google Ads for tracking clicks, or you could use separate URLs in Merchant Center and leverage one of the custom parameters. You can find more information about that in our Help Center. Splitting traffic can also help you in verifying that free versus paid traffic is actually reported accurately. Thank you.
To make your listings as successful as possible, you need to provide and maintain high-quality product data. Your product data shapes the way that your listings show and perform on the Shopping tab. Accurate and detailed data can increase a product's visibility. Content that can help boost impressions include a descriptive title, high-quality main and additional product images, which in this case we recommend having at least 3 additional images, and you can use the additional image attribute for this. Other ways it can boost impressions include showing product variants like colors and size bundled with an item group, and providing enriched product details and descriptions. In addition to all of this, customers expect the messaging of your listings to match your landing page. Differences can create a poor customer experience or cause them to leave your page without buying anything. So make sure that you use the same title, description, and product information that you use on your landing page. It can be a frustrating experience for customers, especially on mobile, to have to select a product variant like color or size on your landing page after they've clicked that variant within shopping. Use the same color names in your product data that appears on your landing page as well. For example, don't change a color like Midnight Sky into dark blue because your account may be disapproved, or you may just confuse customers if you show a different name of color on your listing than on your product listing page, your product landing page. In addition, you want to use all relevant attributes for your feed, not just the ones that are required. And this will allow you to provide useful information about your products. For example, attributes like size and color are optional if you're not selling clothing. However, this is information that still may be helpful to include for other product categories. You can also utilize the description attribute to list details like product material, patterns, textures, technical specifications, or special features. Optimizing product titles. Use your product title to attract people to your listing by including important attributes such as strong brand names, age, gender, size, color, etc. And put key details at the front of the product title, especially if they're not visible in the image. The basic naming structure that we recommend is brand plus product type plus attributes. We also have a recommended structure for specific categories. For example, for apparel, we recommend adding gender. And for books, you'll want to include the format. See this chart for additional recommended structures for various categories. Optimizing product images. Users rely on product images to make decisions when shopping online. So these are some of the disapproval challenges that we see with images currently. Some of the more common ones being image overlays, non-white backgrounds, or images being too small. For promotional overlays, what this means is we want all items on the shopping ads to be free of any obstructed view of the product. So this includes examples like a retailer logo, call to actions, or watermarks. And then, of course, for image being too small, we do need a high-quality image that is at least 100 by 100 pixels for non-apparel products and 250 by 250 pixels for apparel products. Shipping cost and speed is a critical factor for users when selecting a product. To participate in enhanced listings, ensure that you have shipping set up within your Merchant Center account or within your feed, and confirm that your shipping setup accurately reflects your best shipping price and speed capabilities. Free shipping may help drive additional traffic and purchases for your items. And a faster shipping and handling time generally leads to increased order conversions. However, make sure you balance that with maintaining high on-time performance too. Note that estimated delivery is the arrival date or arrives by date that customers are shown when checking out. In Merchant Center, there are now 2 ways that you can provide delivery times. First, you can let Google automatically calculate the delivery based on your ship from location, your carrier, and your customer's location. This is a fairly new feature, but we highly recommend it because it simplifies the process for you in terms of providing the most accurate shipping times for your products. Although keep in mind that this feature is currently only available in the US, although we are working to expand it. The other option will be to manually update your delivery inputs in order to calculate your delivery times. For this particular route, you'll want to make sure that you avoid adding too much buffer time and extending your delivery speeds. Also, you can show users that you offer free and fast shipping. On the shopping tab, free listings gets a badge that highlights fast shipping and free shipping when the offer is delivered within 3 business days or less. Each merchant goes through a verification process that checks the data quality. If you'd like to learn more, you can check out our Help Center articles to find out how to participate in this program. Return policy is a key factor for people who are making a purchasing decision. And showing your products on your listings, your policies on your listings may help the performance of your products. In Merchant Center, you can set up a return policy that is associated with either all products, with a specific group of products, or even a single product by using the return product label attribute. Businesses can now provide their return policy via Merchant Center and Content API. In Merchant Center, you can add your return policy via the menu icon, and you can create policies that applies to a single country or to multiple countries. The return policy page will guide you through the setup flow, where you will indicate the country, policy URL, return method, return window, product conditions, and feeds.
Hi, my name is Frank. I'm a Google Product Manager for Merchant Center. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Growth tab in Merchant Center and highlight some of the tools that we have for you to improve your performance. The first one is Opportunities. Gives you tailored recommendations to help you improve your performance. This could be telling you what products to fix and what the click impact is, giving you adjustments for ads, campaigns, and suggesting you countries where you have a physical preference that you can also do online marketing for. A pro tip on this is to make sure to opt into opportunity emails in Merchant Center Preferences to receive recommendations on how to boost your business. The second one is packaged as the Market Insights program. It contains two reports, the Price Competitiveness Report and the Bestseller Report. Price Competitiveness gives you benchmarking for your inventory to see for which products you are above the benchmark and for which you are below, so you can adjust pricing accordingly. The second one is the Bestsellers Report. It's the place to show you what are trending and popular products that consumers look for across Google. It could show you, for example, what products to add from brands that you carry already, or what are trending brands that you might want to get into your inventory going forward, or even think about clearance suggestions, where you can actually check what products gone down in trends that you might actually want to sell off. In order to access both of these reports, you have to enable the Market Insights program. You have to accept our terms of services, and then all you need to do is access bestsellers and price competitiveness reports. Basically, the last tab I want to go into is the managed programs. The Market Insights is one program, but we have others as well, like free product listings, shopping ads, or buy on Google. So make sure to check the managed programs tab every now and then and see what's new and how you can expand your business by joining more programs.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Frank, and all of our guest speakers that we've had today. Friends, that is all of the content we have planned for this live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Just some more next steps to get you set up for success. One, if you haven't already, please take this feedback survey that you'll see here. I believe it's on the right side of the screen. And as an education lead for my team, I personally read every single one of these entries, and I genuinely want to provide you with content that can help you be successful on free listings and the rest of our products too. But we also just are able to capture your insights to be able to share back with our product team who's building all of these products and merchant tools. Also, as a resource, in the resource tab, actually, you'll find the downloadable link that will have a playbook that covers the majority of the content that we have spoken here today. So make sure you check that out. Also, as a housekeeping reminder, in order to stay in the know and not miss any updates or opportunities or events, we encourage you to review and update your email notification settings if you haven't taken a look at that in a while. But once again, thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to our support team here, or you can actually contact them via the link at the very top right corner of the page. Thank you again for joining us. We hope to catch you in our next live streams. Have a wonderful rest of your day.